African women in sports, breaking barriers and inspiring change. Sports have always been an integral part of African culture. However, women's participation in sports has often been discouraged due to cultural and societal beliefs. Despite these challenges, African women have made significant strides in the sports world, breaking barriers and inspiring change. In this article, we'll take a look at some of the remarkable achievements of African women in sports. The rise of African women in sports. Over the years, African women have proven themselves to be a force to be reckoned with in the sports world. They have broken records, won championships, and challenged gender norms. In soccer, for instance, African women have made great strides. Teams such as the Nigerian Super Falcons, the South African women's national team, and the Ghanaian Black Queens have continued to excel on the international stage, with several players winning individual awards. In athletics, African women have also made remarkable achievements. From Maria Mutola of Mozambique to Caster Semenya of South Africa, African women have dominated in middle distance and long distance races. In fact, some of the world's greatest runners hail from Africa. The role of coaches in developing African women in sports. Coaches play a critical role in developing athletes, and African women in sports are no exception. Several coaches have played an instrumental role in nurturing African female athletes to become world champions. For instance, Florence Omagbemi, a former Nigerian international, led the Super Falcons to win the African Women's Cup of Nations in 2016. Another notable coach is Banyana Banyana head coach Desiree Ellis. She led South Africa's women's soccer team to their first ever World Cup appearance in 2019. Her achievements have earned her several accolades, including the CAF Women's Coach of the Year award. Challenges faced by African women in sports. While African women continue to excel in sports, they still face several challenges. One of the major challenges is a lack of investment in women's sports. Most sports organizations and sponsors focus their attention and resources on men's sports, leaving women's sports to struggle for support. As a result, women's sports in Africa are underfunded, and female athletes often lack the resources necessary to compete at the highest level. Another challenge is societal beliefs and stereotypes. In many African countries, women are expected to prioritize family and domestic responsibilities over sports. This societal pressure often leads to women dropping out of sports or not pursuing it at all. The future.